Stop. She's biting me through the covers. Stop. Welcome in. I tried to make this, wait, I forgot an element. I tried to make this as cozy as humanly possible. We're up close, the lights are off, the Christmas lights are on. I've got a steaming mug of hot cocoa with some Baileys in it. Oh, that shit's good. I just wanted to do a cute little intimate video, okay? Just you and me. We're having fun here. I did this video last year and it was one of my favorite videos to do. I've been saying that in like the past like 3 or 4 videos, I feel like. But the end of the year videos are just so fun. I love this shit. All right, I do need to figure out how to screen record again. But while I figure this out, welcome in. Luna's gonna attack my foot. Stop it. God, she thinks I'm trying to play with her. I'm not. We're doing a tiered ranking of every book in the past year. Every book I read in 2024. I do know what you're thinking because I'm thinking the exact same thing. Didn't we just talk about all the books? Like I literally just sat down and reviewed every single book. That's not what this is, okay? I'm not reviewing any of the books, like literally at all. That was more clinical. That was more interview like I would send to a boss. Okay, this is going to be an unhinged tier ranking of the initial vibe I get from the book. So if I liked it, there's gonna be, I have 6 different categories to put these books into, and I fucking love a tier rank. I think out of all of the end videos, like end of the year videos, I think this one was my favorite to film last year. I just need to figure out how to get them. The only like really annoying thing about this is there's ads on the fucking page. Like no matter what I do, there are going to be ads on the page, which is super ugly. But let's talk through my Luna, if you don't leave my feet alone, she's just sitting here waiting to attack me. All right, let's go through my tiers. We have number 1, would blow the author. These are my top tier 5-6 star reads, just absolute favorite reads of the year. Next would be beautiful wholesome read. I would not give a BJ to the author. I would probably give a hug and say thank you for your beautiful romance book or whatever it is. These are going to be obviously in the more 4-ish, 3.5 to 4 star range. But I also will say there could be some books that are rated really high and you have no idea where I'm going to put them. No idea. I'm not standing by my ratings in this video at all. It's gonna be more character driven and like plot driven, not how well I like the book. Third tier, would ask the author if they were on coke, because this book was just absolutely insane. What was going on? Literally, were you on coke while writing it? Fourth tier, gouge my eyes out with a baby yogurt spoon, because I cannot fucking do this book. Can't do it. Get it out of my sight. Take it off my bookshelf because I don't want to ever look at it again. Next. Next. Books I got on Kindle Unlimited just to read the sex scenes. You'd be surprised how many of these books there are. I cannot claim to have read these books. I cannot claim to know the plot that well, but I can tell you one thing. I do know their sex scenes pretty well. Moving on. Last tier. Recommend to your most boring friend. Just the most boring read you could imagine, and it made you think of your most boring friend. You're like, you know what? They might like this book. All right, let's get started. Also, when I uploaded all of these books into here, they didn't really go in order, so we're not really going in order here at all. All right, number 1. We're starting off with Darling Venom. As much as, you know what? As I'm thinking about this, some of the tears like gouge my eyes out with a baby spoon because of how much I hated the book. It's also going to relate to books that are like gouge my eyes out because of how painful it was. Could go into that category. And I say that because I'm going to put Darling Venom there because I wanted to gouge my fucking eyes out after reading that book. Honestly, after reading the first 100 pages of that book. Great story, but actually kill me. The Do-Over. Beautiful, wholesome read. Just a cutie little read. I loved that main character. Actually, he did something pretty shitty at the end, but regardless. Silver Flames would absolutely blow the author. Behind the Net. Beautiful, wholesome read. I feel like there's going to be kind of a lot of beautiful, wholesome reads because the tiers go from, it's like either number 1 amazing reads, beautiful, wholesome read, to kind of crazy. So it's like a big step from the crazy to the beautiful, wholesome read. There's just going to be a lot in there. Betting on You. Would recommend to your most boring friend. Absolutely not my book. Okay, we've got a 2-fer here. They're out of order. Squeak. Would ask the author if they were on coke, as well as Squeal. Let's just get that out of the way. Squeak and Squeal. I've never even thought to read about animal balloon sex, but I did. Yes, I did. And that author had to have been on something. Absolutely had to have been on something when that idea sparked in their brain. Life's Too Short would blow the author. She's one of my favorite authors in the whole world. She's getting blown. Magnolia Parks. Honestly, I'm gonna ask if she's on coke. Because what the fuck did she come up with? That shit, that toxic shit, that cannot go into Beautiful Wholesome Read. So it's absolutely going into Are You on Coke? Wildfire. This is gonna come off offensive to some people who liked this book, but I'm recommending it to my most boring friend. And I'm so sorry. If you like this book, I'm not calling you boring. I'm really not. Just was boring to me. Riding the Headless Horseman? Coke. Absolutely coke. If only I had told her, I would say Beautiful Wholesome Read. Watching Avatar, and I'm thinking some not very wholesome thoughts right now. A Court of Mist and Fury. Let's just make it quick. And A Court of Rings of Ruin. Obviously. Blown. Come on. Powerless would blow the author. She deserves it. Ugh. The Love Wager. I feel like a boring person would like it, but I also wanted to kind of gouge my eyes out. We're just gonna go boring. I feel like a boring person would really like it. Okay. If we're going based off author, Where's Molly could go here. Because that's my girl H.D. Carlton. But if I'm talking just the book, we're going Coke. They had pig blood sex. Coke. These, I'm just going to do them quickly because I'm so tired of Worst Wingman Ever, King Owen, Beautiful Wholesome Read. Sure. Drop Cover Hold On. Boring. Rule of Valentine. Boring. Okay. Exception to the Rule. Loved. Rosie and the Dreamboat. Sure. That one wasn't terrible. With any luck, boring. Okay. The Snowball Effect. That, I couldn't tell you the plot of that book. Nope. Could tell you some other things. Not the plot, though. You know what? I'm doing Bad Blood here because of how pissed I am at how she ended that story. So, gouge my eyes out. 12. Ugh. It just wasn't needed. It was boring. Assassin's Blade. Yeah, for sure. Okay. This is where I'm gonna get stuck because Ward D is not a beautiful, wholesome read. But it wasn't bad. It's just gonna have to be beautiful and wholesome. Maybe just a fun read. Okay, I would just say one by one, recommend to your boring friend. That's just where I'm at right now with it. Funny story, abso-fucking-lutely. Most boring friend, go. Ooh, just for the summer. Hell yeah. Mindfuck series, hell yeah. That feels wrong though because she is not alive anymore. So I respectfully put that one up there. Yours truly, I'm gonna put that one in beautiful, wholesome read because it wasn't like my favorite, even though obviously would still blow the author. Thrive definitely wasn't wholesome. There's a lot of addiction in there, but really good. So I'll say beautiful read. Love Redesigned. Oof. This one might hurt too. Boring. Sorry, boring. Throne of Glass. I don't want to put all of Throne of Glass up top, so I'm going to put Throne of Glass and the beautiful read. Crown of Midnight, beautiful read. Air of Fire, blowjob. Queen of Shadows, blowjob. Okay. Tower of Dawn, definitely. Definitely. I'm starting to get into you won't be able to see the whole screen because of the ads. So that's awesome. That really pisses me off. The Anaconda Downstairs. I also only got one scene in, and I was like, it's not really for me, but counts. Empire of Storms, blowjob. Until you, stuck between if they were on coke, because it is a high school smutty romance. So, like, why are they writing about that? But it also kind of gouged my eyes out. You know what? I didn't mind it as much as I thought, so I'm going to say coke. 7-Year Slip, we're going to go wholesome read, because I feel inappropriate saying that about Ashley Poston. Powerful, fuck yeah, she goes up here. I think I have a crush on Lauren Roberts. Ruthless Vows, 100% recommend to your most boring friend. They're going to love it. They will eat that up. Daisy Hates, I don't know. I'm going to come back to it. Off Limits. The covers are giving me away. That is not a wholesome read. Reckless. Ooh, I'm gonna say your most boring friend, unfortunately. I don't want to do it, but I am. Alright, Middle of the Night, boring friend. They will love that. It Starts With Us. I could say beautiful, wholesome read. Because of the ads, you're just gonna have to see me scrolling back and forth. I'm so sorry about it. My Ex-Boyfriend's Brothers. Anyways, The Friend Zone. This website sucks. I can't even do it in one go. Blowjob, though, for sure. Heartstopper. I can't put it in blowjob because I will feel like that feels like a sin. Oof. Mile High. Honestly, gouge my eyes out because of how pissed I was in the beginning of that book. No fucking way. Hell yeah. Let's get her in there, boys. Oh my god, that wasn't the wrong one. Part of Your World, beautiful, wholesome read. Now that I think about it, I'm taking Life's Too Short and I'm putting it there with the rest of those. Alright, Gone to See the Riverman, coke. Absolutely, you run coke. The Lying Game, boring friend. Oof. Okay, these next two, The Right Move, I can't reach it, but would blow. Caught Up, would blow. Yep. Priest. Ooh. Play Long, I'll say beautiful, wholesome. Wasn't like anything crazy. Oof. Love in the Time of Serial Killers. One of the most boring books I've ever read my entire life. This winter. Beautiful and wholesome. I can't do anything else with that. Which I'm going to go ahead and put Nick and Charlie there too, because that just needs to get out of the way. I can see hot chocolate down the bottom. Okay, I think I'm going to put Daisy Hates. I'm just going to do it. Put her with Coke, because that's just crazy behavior she comes up with. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. You know what? I'm going to say your most boring friend. I am. Sorry. Butcher and Blackbird. Coke. Love it, but Coke. Oh, this one's called The Cock Down the Block. It's giving Gamecocks. Lovely Bones. Gouge My Eyes Out. That was like, it was painfully boring. Like, it was worse than boring. The Pucking Wrong Guy. I'm almost embarrassed by how many of those there are. And I'm not even done. The Kiss Curse. Gouge My Eyes. Brother? Blowjob. Sorry. Normal People. Oof. That's Coke. You're on fucking Coke. Don't even play that game. Coke. Ooh. Pucking Sweet. I'm gonna ironically put it in Beautiful Wholesome Read. Bridgerton. Most boring friend, without a doubt. The Teacher, because of how gross it was, Gouge My Eyes Out. That was awful. Oh, that's the worst timing for a hard-on I've ever read in my entire life. Oh, Trist 6 Venom. Just go where you're supposed to. Fourth Wing? Double Blowjob. Boyhood. Okay, that feels really bad to say after Fourth Wing for Double Blowjob, but Beautiful Wholesome Read. Oh my god. The Fake Out? If we're doing Double Blowjob, we can do one for the author and one for Rory Miller. Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Beautiful, wholesome read. Lights Out. That feels like another Coke situation. Ugh. Good Bad Girl. Gouge. Actually, just take a knife straight into my eye. Ooh. I saw one that I got really excited about. Actually, I'm going to do these really boring ones first. Cruel Winter with You. Beautiful, wholesome. Merry Ever After. Coke. What were you doing? Coke. Also, no, I'm changing it to Gouge My Eyes Out. All About My Elf. Boring. Boring. Merriment and Mayhem. What was that one? Oh, The Fireman. I guess I'll just do Beautiful Read. I don't really know. Only Santa's in the Building. Boring. My Best Friend's Exorcism. I wouldn't blow the author for that. And it's not a very wholesome read, but I will put it in Beautiful and Wholesome for some reason. Christmas Tree Farm. Beautiful and wholesome. Just so wholesome. Okay, I'm going out of order at the end now. Set the Record Straight. Boring. Where was it? What happened? In a Holidays? Honestly, Gouge My Eyes Out because I was so confused and wanted the other brother to win. So, Gouge. The Wedding Witch. Gouge. Kill me with that baby spoon. Gouge until I die. Pucking Wrong Number. Daisy Jones and the Six. Beautiful, wholesome read. Serpent in the Wings of Night. Gouge. Don't even gouge with a baby spoon. Baby yogurt spoon. Gouge with a knife. Honestly, gouge with a fork. Saving the best for last. How My Neighbor Stole Christmas? I'd blow. Blowing. I fucking loved it. And then Quicksilver. Bro. The hardest of blowings I've ever done in my entire life. Thank you. Wow, that actually went by way quicker than I thought. I feel like last year's took a lot longer. Okay, but we're done. All right, I'm gonna give you a second. You can look at the Would Blow the Author. Basically just all my top reads of the year. I knew that was going to happen. Like, I love that section. I would blow every single main character. All right, and then Beautiful, Wholesome Read. Just your over average reads that just have a beautiful story. The fact that Pucking Sweet is right after Nick and Charlie. That feels illegal. Oh my god, and then Boyhood after. Oh, that's terrible. Then would ask the author if they were on coke. All of those. They need some help. They do. They're just a little ridiculous. Gouge My Eyes Out. There was one thing or another that made me hate a part of that book. And then we're just gonna skip over this one. If I were to put my favorite sex scenes to the front, let's do Priest. All the Puckings. I don't remember which was which. Oh, that one was actually pretty good. And then the Snowball Effect, yeah. Anaconda can go last. Okay, and then your most boring friend. Y'all, I could not with this. Like, imagining if I had to reread any of these, you'd never hear from me again. I would never read another book again. Ugh, alright, well, I'm done. I had more books this year than I did last year. So I kind of wish we got to hang out a little bit longer, but that's literally all I have left. There's so much hot cocoa mix on the bottom of this. I'm essentially just drinking milk right now. Also, every time I make a hot cocoa, the marshmallows like completely melt away before I get to eat them. But whatever. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tier rank. I hope you were nice and cozy. There's only a few Vlogmas days left. I'm so sad to see it go. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we've really done something here together. We've really grown together a lot. Speaking of, I'm gonna leave you on one last fun fact and just like one last TMI. I mentioned a couple of videos ago that I needed to shave my legs. That hasn't happened in multiple weeks. I still haven't. It's a forest down there. It looks like my father's legs. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't plan on shaving them anytime soon. I'm wanting to see how far I can go. So I'm gonna at least go to January. I have to see how far I can do it. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.